Hi Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I hope all of you are well. Thank you for tuning into the channel, and I hope you guys are doing fantastic as we move towards Saturn return to the first house. It's really exciting. It hasn't happened since 1998, so this is a transit of 2 years. So it's karmic. It kind of gets everything in order, gets everything into alignment. It forces you to get everything into alignment. You have to get aligned with Saturn. Otherwise, it's just like you have to deal with weaknesses and shortcomings, and you have to deal with it, and then you will be so much better. It can also bring blessings where you will reap what you've sowed. Hard work pays off. Okay, we have your creative spirit. There are other people that, kind of want to be like Aries. You're the first house that's kind of a leadership energy. It's like Leo and Sag, but it's more self-empowered. Leo is more about the family. Sagittarius is more about the community. And Sagittarius can also embrace the strange or the unique. So let's see, what are we getting? So if there's anybody around you where you feel like this person's trying to step on your toes intentionally, it's just kind of a power play. I don't know why is there a power play. You're very creative, you're very inspiring, natural leadership. Many influencers are Aries, somebody's very, very into you in a good way. They really, really like you a lot. It could be one person, it could be multiple, I don't know. Let's see. Okay, wow. Somebody likes you so much that any kind of rejection from you could make them really upset or make them feel like crying. Okay, they think that maybe you're moving on from them. Maybe you are. Somebody thinks about you a lot. Like you're living rent-free in their head. They really like you a lot. Some of you are putting your happiness and your personal happiness or joy, you're putting it kind of aside for the work, to do the work now. Okay. Let's see here. Somebody could be taking screenshots, but I'm not all about the fear on this channel. I don't sit here and worry about like who's doing what and when and all that. I just bring the energies. So the vibes coming in for the first house. Okay, so let's see. I think I'll use this. I can't use this deck. Which deck am I going to use? I'll just use a basic deck. All right, Spirit Angels, Guides, please show us what's coming up for Aries. What do they need to see or acknowledge? What's coming up in the next couple of days, Spirit, for Aries here? You're super winning. You're like, I don't know why I just keep winning. You're like, I just keep winning. Okay, I just keep shining and outshining. I don't think you mean to outshine others, but you kind of are. The sun. So it's really, really positive. The sun is the center of everything. It enlightens, provides growth, is optimistic. So it's very joyful. Bottom of the deck, the energy of Jupiter, expansion in the 5th house. Your creative projects are doing well. You're doing well. Your family's doing well. Maybe not extended, I don't know, but you're immediate. Anybody like close to you is doing well. They're living off your vibes. You're outshining. Fire in motion. Okay. Getting a get up and go style of energy. I believe it's like, it's not Mercury. It might be Saturn in the 9th house. Making things happen. Okay, wow. Wow! Okay. You have some really good positive energy coming in here. You have an ally, a friend, or a supporter, and you have emotional wish fulfillment, satisfaction in a job well done. You feel pleased with yourself. You feel happy. Now, this Two of Cups is what's under the deck. Now, there is something where someone supports you, you support them, or they feel the same way that you do. And this makes you feel really good. So it could be anybody, really. You're in harmony. Okay, Earth Queen here in the past could have been dealing with a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo. Okay, so you're wanting to be very accomplished. You could be taking on a big goal. You want the world. You get a 10 of Pentacles here in the future position. So you have quite a lot of abundant energy. Investments over a long period of time. Things that pay off. You're 4 and 4 and High Priestess. So you don't want to share your secrets, your trade secrets, how you got to where you are. You're being very quiet. You could be trying to process some information that is difficult. What's around Aries here? Oh, 5 of Swords. So there's someone who is angry and they feel like possibly there's like a mutual blame. Like you feel like they're mad and they are mad. What's going on here? Show us what's Aries afraid of. Okay, it's not what you're afraid of, it's what you want. You want to have something that you can count on and they can count on you, and you want it to have substance. You don't want falseness. 6 of Air, moving on from an energy, out of conflict, staying away, keeping your distance. And then you have the Star energy. So you're coming into healing, recovery, and the Star represents emotional release. And the Star is a major arcana. Oh, I was going to say the Star comes after the Hermit, and here is the Hermit with the Poole. So the Hermit is personal discovery. So once you've done the work on yourself, you're ready to heal and let go. But it could also be somebody is discovering you. You know, someone has done the work on you and they want to support you and discover you, like in a job or online, whatever. Like they're supporting you here. 2 of Cups. Okay, let's see. Okay, the Sun and the Moon just usually means something's being discovered. What is going on here with the Sun energy? What's going on with the Sun energy? The Fool and the Knight of Coins. Okay, so you have a Pentacle coming in. You have something being offered to you. You are living in fresh, new, happy, positive, new launches, new fresh starts, new beginnings. Burdens are taken off your shoulders here. It's very free energy, like you just feel very free because this Pentacle is being offered. So you're being given something loyal or stable. It is exciting. There's an Earth King, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Okay. So the energies that you're dealing with are somebody is not. What is 5 of Swords around the Aries here? Why is there a 5 of Swords around Aries? Why is that there? Someone who's harboring resentments. Okay, they're jealous. Oh my goodness, they're jealous because this is the energy of victories and wins, personal successes, getting the credit, outshining. I don't like to say like you're outshining others because it sounds kind of like, I don't know, it sounds a little like ego, but you kind of are. And it's like you won at something. You overcame a conflict. You're getting the credit. So why do you come into the star energy? Why are you focusing on your healing? Why are you focusing? Ooh, you're getting justice over this devil. Okay, I like this a lot. You're getting justice over something toxic. So toxic people, situations, any of it. So you're releasing and healing and going through a process of, you know, letting it go and focusing on hope. And then we have here the Justice card. So the enforcement of the sword and the scales of balance. So we have justice coming in. It is the major arcana that deals with like mental balance, but it can also be legal or courts, police. You're going through a healing. Justice is being served. You're also getting a 10 of Pentacles here. So you're getting the full value. Anything that provides you with the solid foundation. 4 of Cups and 3 of Swords. Somebody's rejecting your kindness or something like that. You may have been going public with something. What is the Fool? What is the Fool? The Hermit. So there's a discovery here of something very toxic. People, situations, whatever. But there's a discovery of this toxic scenario. So you're being free though. So there's something that is toxic. Toxic people, toxic situations, whatever it is. You're getting justice and the Star and the 6 of Wands. So you're getting credit. And why is somebody, so somebody is 5 of Swords because you're 6 of Wands. Now, why do you want 2 of Coin? You want to compromise or you want to be able to count on someone. Hangman, 5 of Wands. You feel like you have no other choice but to compromise, or you feel like if I look at the situation differently, I can see their point of view. I would say no. Or you feel stuck. You just feel like you have no other choice but to see it from a different perspective. If somebody is harboring like hatred and being a hater on you, that's all them. Like, it doesn't matter. Someone like that could like be like angry forever. They could literally just be like mad forever about something. So 6 of Swords is the right idea. Why is Aries 6 of Swords? You're just not going to speak to them. You're not going to talk to them. You're going to create space. Because yeah, this situation involves an extremely toxic individual, Aries, Leo, or Sag, or maybe you're taking action against this person. Maybe you're picking up the wand and getting involved, but this Devil and Queen of Wands, this could be somebody other than you. Because I said, why are you 6 of Swords? You're staying away from this person. It's a very, very toxic individual. Anybody who's really super... Oh, they're a liar too. 7 of Swords. So whatever, the way that I read is whatever pops out is the message from Spirit, and whatever's under the deck at that time is what's going on that you don't see. So yeah. Dealing with a really toxic person who's like a liar and a cheat, a thief. They're sneaky. They, you know. Oh. You may have helped this person. There's a 6 of Pentacles behind everything. Either they helped you or you helped them. But then there's like a lot of confusion around the situation. Okay. So only take it as it resonates. If you're like, I don't have any toxic people around me, I don't know what you're saying, then it's not the message for you. It could also be you overcame some kind of toxic lifestyle. Because you're in a Four of Swords. The Hermit revealed the Devil. Somebody is Five of Swords to you. They're like, I think it's your fault. Or they are harboring resentments towards maybe the world even. Everyone. You're being authentic and courageous. Okay. Being real is important. Being phony is obvious. You know, when people are phony, you can kind of tell. Like, okay, sometimes people have to be phony because what they're going through is so bad at that time that they have no other choice but to be like a false persona in order to cope. So, you know, I just look at them like, okay, so they're being fake for some reason, and I feel like they're dealing with something that they can't handle, so they're being fake. Like fake nice. Behind closed doors, they're like really, really angry, or like just, you know, whatever. So why is it the Sun card here for you, Aries? You're doing so well. The Hierophant and Two of Cups. You're in cahoots here with someone, or you agree with someone. And there's a process, a procedure, a government. There is something about order. Maybe a marriage. And what's going on? You defended your position against something that was discovered or found out, or you're fighting against something that with the Five of Coins is insufficient. It's not enough. It's someone left out in the cold. Some of you are fighting against homelessness. You're fighting against some kind of unjust situation. Why is it the Discovery? Okay, you're the Emperor. You have some kind of authority or power, or you just have a really strong voice. What is the Hermit? The Hermit could be a Virgo feminine, and we have here fire feminine. This could be someone you know. There's two queens. So this could be someone you know. It is a person around you. There's a lot of messaging, texting. What is the Star? Okay, there is something here where someone was really angry or maybe they made threats. We have the Devil and the Seven of Swords, or Knight of Swords. They may have threatened you, or you threatened them, but the Devil is like not good. So now we have here a Nine of Swords. There's something that was on your mind. Maybe you lost sleep at night. Ooh, you Eight of Cups did. You said, you know what? Right away, I'm not here. You did commit to it. Three of Pentacles shows like, I was all in, I committed, and now I am done. Like, I'm out. Why are you getting this Jupiter energy? Eight of Pentacles. Virgo energy again. Paying attention to detail, very focused on a Five of Coins, or very focused on something where someone doesn't have enough. Okay, we have an Empress and a Knight of Water. So we have Goddess energy. What is your energy here? Four of Swords. A memory and a Ten of Swords. Something didn't go well in the past, and so you're not wanting to repeat a cycle, which is understandable. The Death. Okay, we also have you in the Victory energy again. So we have you. Maybe there's an announcement, but it is the energy of the reason somebody is directing how they feel at you because you're doing so well. The Death card comes in. Changes or endings. Your life changes. A 9 of coin, you're independent. You have everything you need and want. There's a page of cups here and 6 of air. So you're getting some news where you can move on from a situation and heal. And under the deck, we have you will be healing and recovering and having hope again, living in the moment, being very hopeful. And that was your final outcome energy here. So basically, once again, you're just dealing with possibly karmics, like people who are here to teach you a lesson about yourself, about being brave, overcoming your own weaknesses, and you're learning or you're gaining insight. Just turn it back on yourself and make your life better. Like, okay, you know, I'm going to be better. You come into a 10 of Pentacles in the future and the Justice and the Star. So some of you are recovering money from some kind of lawsuit. Wow. Somebody is really trying to block your creative, like whatever you're trying to do and you're a creator, they have no facts to back up what they're saying. So, you actually are getting justice. Some of you are going to move. You don't really care that somebody would do this. I had the card of into you try to come out. So like so many people liked what you're doing. There's a bad habit. Someone's got bad habits around you. Because you're in an avoidant energy. 4 of Swords and 6 of Swords. You're like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to share your ideas with you. I don't. You don't. It doesn't. You can't relate. You're like, I can't relate. Like, I don't go through that. Can't relate. Too busy winning. You went through enough before. Somebody wants you back. Okay. You're uninterested. You're dealing possibly with some people who, you know, oh wow, karmics, jackpot is underlying. Okay, so what do we have here coming in for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? Some of you are just focusing on earning your cash. You're just like, I'm focusing on making money. All right, let's try these cards again. These are called the Magical Spells by Lucy Cavendish. Okay. Show us what's going on here, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What do they need to see? Oh! Your confidence is key. It's under there. You got letting go, which is what you're doing. You're focusing on your abundance and your prosperity. Look at that. Your cornucopia. So you're focusing on abundance, prosperity. There really is enough for everyone. The idea of scarcity is false. The idea, some people like the, you know, I don't think they like it, but the idea of scarcity doesn't have to happen. People, you can find abundance. You can find money. So what have we got here for Aries? Show us. You just can't stop winning here. Look, we have the 6 of Wands again. The victory, the hero. Somebody could have been upset before, like recently, that's affecting what you're doing here. Like jealous. What's the outcome? Four of Swords, Eight of Cups. You're just like, you're Four of Swords. Cutting cords is what I just heard. And I almost said you're Four of Cords. You're cutting cords. So you can do cord cutting. It's actually an energetic thing. You can sit and meditate and imagine cutting cords. You can also use sage. Clarify your energy, cut the energetic cords. But you have a Four of Swords and Eight of Water. So you're like cutting from the Seven of Swords, from this liar, cheat, thief, whatever. Strong Sagittarian energy and Pluto, Scorpio, to a Venus and Taurus, and a Five of Swords to the new information. So this person is super duper jealous. They are jealous of their Five of Swords to your Venus transit through Taurus. So they're jealous of your possibly the way you look. So they could be jealous of your appearance. So to me, beauty is relative, whatever. But they could be jealous of the way you look. They could be jealous of your clothing. Something very superficial. Taurus is like what you buy, what you have, what you put out. It could be also what you're given. Like you're given something and they're like, I want that. They feel like you... So it could be that they feel like if it wasn't for you, they would get it. Which is kind of a little odd. Defending, persistent. There's a fire king around what you're going through, and this energy is bringing in Mercury, rapid Mercury in one direction, and then we have here justice here. So the sword, here you are, Four of Swords again. You're like, no. There is something external to you about a tower. There's someone else who's having a tower. You want the judgment though, so you want karma, and you get to be the Empress, the goddess of abundance, with 9 of coins underlying. Somebody is fire in motion. They're getting up and going. Two of Swords, you don't know why, or the information isn't shared with you. New fire. There's a memory here of a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. You're in agreement with this person, or there's someone who you share a bond with, and you have the Sun card. So somebody external to you goes through a tower. I could look more into that, but your energy is Four of Swords to that. You're like, look, what is the tower? Eight of Cups. So somebody's leaving a situation. They're out. And it's a Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, or Sag. There's been a discovery here. Somebody's shining the lamp on it and showing like, hey, see? And then we have here a Ten of Pentacles. Could be family, long-term situations. There's a lot of money. Why are you Four of Swords? Like if I won like $10 million tomorrow, I don't know what I'd do. Honestly, I can't say I'd stay in the United States. I may just like fly to Paris or fly to South Korea. I'd be in Seoul. I, honest to God, would be just like in Seoul, South Korea. Or, I don't know, you get the world. So some of you are traveling. I'd be in Hong Kong. You're looking, maybe you're looking up flights. Somebody's telling you the truth. You're very happy. What is this happiness? Wow, Emperor, you're getting your power back. There's a water queen here, or a mom, a sister, somebody with water in their chart, strong feelings, but there's lies about this person, or this person is lying. I don't know what it is, but this person is not telling the truth. Here you are, Emperor. Oh, so we have an Emperor. You're in some kind of position of authority. There's a Page of Pentacles here and a Six of Pentacles. Something's being given to elevate up the scales and lift it up higher. There is a significant Page of Pentacles here, a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or a messenger bringing in this message about the pentacle. Ooh, when someone needs it. Don't you just love it when someone's really upset? Don't you just love it how the universe provides? People provide, universe provides. There's always like this scale going on of like energetic, like where the vibes go. That's why I try to stay in really good vibes. I try. Somebody's got that tower. Why does somebody have a tower? Show us. What is it? It's a Wands King, Aries, Leo, Sag. And a Water Queen. What's going on? They don't understand something. They're in like a mental prison. They're trying to handle it. They're mad at other people, or they're mad at the situation. Five of Swords. Under a lot of pressure. Pentacles being offered, Knight of Cups. There's a lack of clarity about the true facts of a situation for someone that's going through a tower. So what is this tower about, though? Surprising. What is this tower? The Cup of Emotions overflows. They have a Two of Cups. They're very competitive, either with you or with the situation. They're in an Eight of Swords. They feel like there's no way out, so they're like suddenly doing something to where they feel like they can get out from under burdens. There's going to be a lot of texting, and you will find this information out, but you still don't really understand. Two of Swords. To the Five of Wands, to the Ten of Cups. So that could be a family member. They're dealing with their karma. So they did something, or they're in a situation. What is this tower about? Show us energies around the tower. Okay, so it's information given to possibly a fire sign. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Something is on pause or suspended. We have a Five of Wands. Someone is in an argument. We have here the Sun card and the Queen of Water. An emotional person. We have someone rushing in with the sword, trying to get their point across. And here you are, Four of Swords. Like, I'm not talking to you. What is this? Cup of Emotions overflows. Somebody feels stabbed in the back, even though you didn't do anything. Three of Swords. Four of Cups. To their Five of Swords. You walk away from it. You're like, I don't care if you're mad at me. I don't care like what this is about, but I'm just done here. The World. The King of Water and the Emperor. So you could be dealing with a water sign. You're taking back your power. You're in charge of something. Six of Air. You're moving on to smooth sailing. And Chariot. And the Fool. You're free. You're like living in, you're me in Seoul, Korea. Like, you're just like, I'm gone. Here's the Pentacle. Here's the golden opportunity. Here's the new Pentacle. And the Nine of Cups. This is like, yay. You bought me a ticket to Miami. I'm just going. See you later. Okay. Well, I'm going to leave it here for you right now, Aries. And this is a daily message, but it could be over the next few days as well. You're coming into so many positive things that, yeah, these are like truly blessings. Saturn comes in and says, it's payback time. It's now. So that's what I have for you. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.